You think you're playing Arc Raiders for the loot, or the gunplay, or the robots? You're wrong. The real reason you can't stop playing this game has nothing to do with the game itself. It has everything to do with you. Arc Raiders is a masterclass in psychological manipulation. It is not just an extraction shooter. It is a perfectly calibrated Skinner box, engineered with surgical precision to keep your brain hooked. And the most brilliant part? It uses the exact same psychological principles that make gambling addictive, but hides them behind co-op fun. To understand why Arc Raiders is so gripping, you have to understand the psychological engine running underneath it. The core concept is something called variable ratio reinforcement. In simple terms, you never know when you're getting the big reward, only that you might. This is the most powerful reinforcement schedule ever discovered for creating compulsive behavior. Casinos use it, loot boxes use it, social media uses it, and now, Arc Raiders has woven it into every corner of its design. Not just the loot, but the social interactions, the tension, the alliances, the betrayals, the extractions, the uncertainty of human behavior. Other extraction shooters like Tarkov rely on predictable loops. Kill a boss, get loot. High risk, high reward. Fixed ratio. Straightforward, expected. But Arc Raiders does something different, something far more manipulative. It uses players, the people, as the variable. The reward isn't just the loot. It's whether the random stranger next to you can be trusted, whether they'll hold the line, whether they'll betray you, whether this run will be clean or catastrophic. And because Arc Raiders keeps the AI predictable, the humans become the chaos engine. Let's break this psychological loop down. Arc Raiders does something incredibly subtle. Every run, you and your teammates pool your rewards. Everyone contributes. Everyone extracts together. But the final payout? Chaotic, unpredictable, socially volatile. You are constantly calculating, is this teammate worth the risk? Do I trust them with my loot? Will they save me if I get downed? Will they slow us down? Will they ruin the run? Your brain is doing the math automatically, not on the robots, on the people. The biggest variable in your reward isn't the AI, it's the human standing next to you. A random teammate can double your haul, or obliterate your entire run. And this dynamic creates a psychological trap. You don't just chase loot. You chase validation, recognition, cooperation, and trust. The game isn't rewarding your aim. It's rewarding your social intelligence, your ability to predict strangers, to interpret micro-behaviors, to anticipate betrayal, to read the intentions of someone you've never met in a high-stress environment. This turns Arc Raiders into a social casino. Your teammates are the dice. Competitors often say the robots in Arc Raiders are a design choice to avoid the human-AI problem. But the truth is deeper, much deeper. Robots are predictable, their attack patterns consistent, their behavior reliable, their threat level steady. This is not a limitation, it's a psychological stabilizer. By making the AI the predictable constant, Arc Raiders isolates the real source of tension, the humans. Your brain subconsciously categorizes the PvE as safe stress, predictable, calculable, understandable. And because that side of the equation is stable, all your anticipation, anxiety, and attention locks onto the players. This amplifies the variable ratio reinforcement effect because the only unpredictable force in every match is a breathing human with shifting motives. Did they miscalculate? Did they get greedy? Did they panic? Did they choose themselves over the team? The game funnels your emotional investment directly into the uncertain human element, which is far more potent than random loot drops. Because human unpredictability triggers deeper emotional circuits: fear, trust, betrayal, hope. You don't just care about winning, You care about whether the strangers around you behave the way you expect. That's not gameplay, that's psychology. This is where Arc Raiders is most dangerous. Most extraction shooters build tension by increasing punishment. High stakes, long prep, slow runs, massive losses. But Arc Raiders flips that entire philosophy. It respects your time. Runs are fast. Losses are tolerable. Restarts are instant. This creates a deadly cycle. Just one more, and another, and another. The low friction becomes a form of psychological lubrication. It reduces the emotional cost of failure and amplifies the emotional reward of unpredictable success. If the punishment were too high, like Tarkov, you'd burn out. You'd step away. You'd need a break. But in Arc Raiders, the moment you lose, your brain immediately kicks into next run mode. Variable reward plus low friction equals compulsive loop. It's textbook behavioral engineering. Now imagine this scenario. You're at extraction. Your inventory? Full. Your teammate holding a rare blueprint. They're limping behind you, slower, vulnerable. Do you wait? Do you risk both your rewards so they can make it? Or do you leave them? Do you betray them? This moment, this tiny moral crossroads, is the heart of Arc Raiders. Trust versus greed. Human nature versus human need. Cooperation versus self-preservation. The variable ratio isn't just tied to loot. It's tied to the unpredictable outcome of human decisions. And because every extraction hinges on trust, every victory feels meaningful in a way that scripted gameplay never could. When the team holds together, that rush is massive. When someone betrays, that sting is unforgettable. The game doesn't just test your skills, it tests your character. And in doing so, it hooks you emotionally, not just mechanically. Tarkov's emotional foundation is paranoia, suspicion, loneliness, fear. Effective, but exhausting. Arc Raiders takes the opposite approach. Not paranoia, but uneasy alliance. You're not alone in the woods. You're in a temporary partnership that could blossom into cooperation or collapse into chaos. This emotional dynamic increases unpredictability and engagement because it activates the brain's social circuitry. Humans are wired for cooperation and conflict. Both trigger ancient survival pathways. Arc Raiders taps into these like a psychological vampire. You keep coming back because the people keep changing. Their competence, their behavior, their decisions, their flaws, their strengths, their motives. Every run is a fresh emotional experiment. Not, will I get good loot? But, will we work together? Will we fail? Will we survive? Will someone panic? Will someone clutch? The game becomes a prediction engine for human behavior, and that is infinitely more compelling than predicting AI patterns. It's not the sci-fi setting, it's not the robots, it's not the gear, it's not the extraction loop. It's the weaponization of trust, greed, and social uncertainty. Arc Raiders took the most addictive reinforcement pattern in behavioral science, variable ratio reinforcement, and applied it not just to mechanics, but to human relationships inside the match. You are not addicted to winning. You are addicted to testing the people next to you, to seeing how they act under pressure, to witnessing their decisions at the edge of failure. This is emotional unpredictability. And emotional unpredictability is the most powerful form of psychological engagement. Arc Raiders is not a game. It is a social laboratory disguised as one. A perfectly tuned unpredictability engine. A machine that converts trust into tension, and tension into compulsion. And when you hit ready, your brain isn't chasing loot. It's chasing uncertainty. So, the real reason you keep returning to Arc Raiders isn't the content, or the graphics, or the updates. It's the unpredictable, volatile, electrifying social chemistry that no other extraction shooter has captured. Not because the game is innovative, but because the players are. Every run, every decision, every moment of hesitation or heroism, every unpredictable twist. And your brain? It is wired to seek that uncertainty over and over again. It is wired to crave the next test of trust, the next impossible decision, the next stranger who might save you or destroy you. Arc Raiders isn't just a game you play, it's a game that plays you.